We're running the Cover 3 here at Pro Football Weekly, looking at 3 under-the-radar stories here in Week 8. You want to know why the Carolina Panthers are 1-6? Bad situational football. And it usually comes at the end of games. They had nearly twice as many yards as the Chicago Bears today, committed fewer penalties, and won the turnover battle, and yet lost this football game in another improbable fashion. They did it in a couple of ways, and one was conservative play calling on defense. If you watch that last scoring drive for the Bears, very conservative, a lot of safeties deep, allowed those slant plays to happen. You can't do that in those situations. And then offensively, Cam Newton gets yet another chance to prove himself, makes a couple of plays but can't string enough together. They couldn't mix the run and the pass successfully, and that offensive line, so battered by injuries, is one of the reasons why their play calling on offense has been limited. The Panthers are in real trouble right now. They fired their GM and their coach might be next. Injuries have really hurt the depth on this team. It's something out of the coach's hands, but I think they're going to be the fall guys at the end of the season.
The biggest play of the Lions season, Matthew Stafford didn't look for Calvin Johnson. He looked for Titus Young, and like Titus Young did 8 other times on Sunday, he caught the ball, this time in the end zone for a touchdown to give Detroit the lead and the win versus Seattle on Sunday. It was a huge win for Detroit. Their 3rd of the season, a win against an NFC opponent, and one that gives them a little bit of confidence going into next Sunday's game versus Jacksonville. A win there, and the Lions are 4-4. Now that's not necessarily where they wanted to be, but it beats the alternative. The Lions can be their own worst enemy at times. It's a lack of discipline, too many penalties. Calvin Johnson maybe isn't what he was a season ago. But on Sunday, you had Titus Young stepping up. You had Ryan Broyles catching a touchdown. You had Matthew Stafford spreading the ball around, finding these young targets. All things considered, this was a season-saving win for the Detroit Lions, who have to feel pretty good about their resiliency. They're still alive in the NFC North.
The Chargers' 7-6 loss to the Cleveland Browns on Sunday is not going to get the type of media attention that their epic collapse in Week 6 on Monday night got when they lost to the Broncos, blowing a 24-point lead. But don't be fooled. This loss might be just as embarrassing, if not more, for Norv Turner and that Chargers franchise. Consider what happened to Week 6 when they lose to Denver on national TV in a terrible fashion. They have the whole bye week to think about it, and then they go play the 1-win Cleveland Browns team. A perfect opportunity for the Chargers to right the ship. Instead, they lay an egg. They don't get a single offensive touchdown. The running game with Ryan Matthews, he lost a fumble. The run defense struggled to stop Trent Anderson. And Phillip Rivers, again, late game, couldn't get it done. 4 incomplete passes forces them to lose that game, and they couldn't set up a potential game-winning field goal. That's now 3 straight ugly losses for the San Diego Chargers. And this is a team that looked pretty good at the start of the season in a wide-open AFC. There's still time. They're in a competitive division, and they have the talent to get the job done. But they better turn things around in a hurry. And Norv Turner, this is a lot about the head coach, that he didn't have the team prepared to beat a Cleveland Browns team. I know it was bad weather, but no excuses for the San Diego Chargers in this one. And they better figure it out in a hurry. To see the rest of our analysis from Week 8, be sure to check out our website at ProFootballWeekly.com.